New Defense Department revelations greatly undermined the narrative of Republicans such as Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, GOP, and Donald Trump himself in response to the balloon believed to be used in spy services for the Chinese government presenting to the United States. Similar incidents have occurred at least 3 times under the Trump administration, according to the department. On orders from President Joe Biden, the military finally brought down the last balloon once they reached an area earlier this week where falling debris would not pose a threat to people on Earth. It is not known whether the military has done something similar every time a similar balloon passed over the U.S. territory that Trump is responsible for, although many early revelations did not support the correct path of these balloons. The balloon did not pose a military or physical threat, reads an article by the Ministry of Defense. However, its entry into U.S. airspace for several days is an unacceptable violation of U.S. law. The official said that Chinese balloons have passed over the United States at least 3 times at the time the official gave these updates from the department. Instead, this character is referred to as a chief security officer. Supporting the idea that the federal government has not done something similar to Trump, Trump denied on his social media site Social Truth over the weekend that a balloon from a similar purpose was shown in the same way in the United States when he is the president. Although Trump has denied any wrongdoing, considering his method of lying. The Chinese balloon situation is a disgrace, as is the horror show in Afghanistan and everything surrounding the impotence of the Biden administration, Trump said on Sunday. They're only good at rigging elections and spreading misinformation, and now they're saying that China has inflated the balloon under the Trump administration to reduce the fire of the slow idiots of Biden. China has too much respect for Trump for that to happen, and it never happened. Just a false statement. Where did Trump get the idea that he is the kind of force that can be used in world affairs? Has he forgotten when the participants of the United Nations laughed in his face? Appropriately, he falsely accuses the U.S. Department of Defense of lying to the American people, fueling what could be a collective distrust and hostility towards the branch of the U.S. government that helped keep people vote on what he said is related to him. To vote fraud. The remoteness of the problem doesn't seem more serious just because Trump said it. Before the military's recent balloon descent, Republican politicians like Greene pushed the idea of spaceflight. The high altitude of the balloon made such a prospect especially ridiculous, not to mention the fact that bullets fired randomly in the air at a potential of more than 11 kilometers would eventually fall.